I'm going to introduce you to Gody Wilson. He has been called one of the most dangerous men on earth, and he is the founder of Defense Distributed, the nonprofit group that launched the Wiki Weapon Project initiative to raise $20,000 to design and release a plastic gun that anyone can print from their own computer. It would be distributed for free. It would allow anyone who wanted a gun to get one just by hitting print. I will tell you that I said last week that we are going to come to a place where people are going to print guns. And people on my own staff said, not going to do that. Really? Here they are, all printed by a 3D printer. And the magazines. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
You can't print the whole gun because it's illegal.
That's right. That's right. It's actually legal 2 different ways under Title 18 to make undetectable firearms or weapons that would not be regulated by Title I.
Okay, but you could fire this.
I have fired that.
You have fired
That's
that.
right, yeah.
Okay.
And I've fired all these pieces as well.
You made all of this yourself? Or
The trigger group is a standard trigger group we fit in just to show that our pieces were right, our measurements were right. The white piece is the printed piece.
Now, here's what, I mean, this is both exciting and frightening because every dynamic on planet Earth changes. You know, it's frightening because Occupy Wall Street could take over the world. It's wonderful because the Holocaust wouldn't have happened. I mean, it just depends on how you decide to use them, which is meaning we have to be in control of ourselves. Because if they try to, and they will, they've stopped you from making a gun, right? You're not going to make the whole gun.
I've been disciplined from not making it, but I'm going to make it. You know, it's just a matter of following their law.
Okay. So you'll do it the right way. Is there any doubt in your mind that those who are nefarious, who have the same, you'll make anything? Why go buy and smuggle your guns through Eric Holder when you can just print them?
Well, if Eric Holder's giving away M16s for free, I'll take his M16.
Right.
But right, this does add some questions and some complexity to things. Undetectable firearms, unknown firearms in commerce, assembled out of parts that aren't registered. There are new dimensions and new folds, new moral problems.
Okay. Any way to put the genie back in the bottle?
No, I'll show you. This magazine, for example, right, was just one file 2 days ago. Now it's been downloaded over 50,000 times. You know, the internet has it. And as long as these machines keep getting better, this is no longer bannable in some traditional sense, in some progressive sense of controlling.
So in other words, they can ban it all they want, but somebody is just going to print it. And this was all just printed on a 3D printer.
That's right, an SLA from the 90s. It's an old technology was used to create that. You know, I don't have access to the
first time I ever saw this, I was in Jay Leno's garage. Oh, yeah. And he had a Stanley steamer, and he said, "Do you know what it's like to get a cog for a Stanley steamer?" And I said, "No." And he said, "Until this machine, you couldn't get it." And he showed me, and it was as big as a huge refrigerator. And he said, "You just put the broken piece in there, and it scans it, and then it just makes it."
That's right.
And I thought that was amazing. And I own that one. I mean, and that's like a little, that's just like a little one that is $2,000. These replicators, to make this, how much would the replicator cost?
Oh, a replicator making that?
Yeah.
We haven't made one on a replicator, but the volume under 50.
How did you make this?
Under $50.
In a 3D printer?
Yeah, we made it in an SLA 3D printer, which uses a little bit different technology.
Which is what?
This was made with a laser and a UV resin.
And that's when they come together, when the lasers hit?
Yeah, more or less. There's 2 different technologies, not to get too complicated, but it cures a resin, and the resin hardens very quickly. And, you're done in about 9 hours.
And how much did it cost you?
About $100 in materials.
And how much does the actual printer or the machine cost you?
Multiple thousands of dollars, but demand will drive prices down. It's just a matter of time and what technology the market prefers.
What is the thing that, do you have any concerns at all about this technology?
Well, we're doing this project and using this technology as a form of resistance. So it's just a critical use of the technology. Of course, we have concerns at the end of the day, right? But we see liberty under threat. We see sovereignty under threat. We must respond.
So they try to take this they can't take this away because everything, the technology is out and everything is being mapped. And you just really do, it was shocking to me, all you really do is hit print.
That's right. You
download it and you hit print.
This is an alternative way of manufacturing things, and it really takes out almost all expert required knowledge. The model is already in software. You can download it. If you have the machine, you just tell the machine to make it, then you have it. It's that simple.
Okay, so America, here's your decision point. Your decision point is... is this guy a hero or a villain?
That's a good question.
What do you think you are?
I don't like the dichotomy, right? In whose conception, under what paradigm, I'm just resisting. What am I resisting? I don't know. The collectivization of manufacture, the institutionalization of the human psyche. I'm not sure. But I can tell you one thing. This is a symbol of reversibility. They can never eradicate the gun from the earth.
I'm big into whys. I know why I do everything.
Yeah.
And that's where we connect, is on why. So I don't think I buy your BS on what you just said to me on why. Well, I'm this or I'm that. I don't know. Yes, you do. Why do you do it?
I do it because I decided process isn't the way to preserve liberty. I don't believe in Romney.
What does that mean?
I don't believe in Romney versus Obama. I believe in real politics. That's a real political act, giving you a magazine, telling you that will never be taken away. That wasn't true maybe 2 weeks ago. Now it's a fact of life. It's a fact of history. That's real politics. That's radical equality. That's what I believe in.
Are you concerned at all? See, these are the debates we're going to have, America. Are you concerned at all about things like, and the gun is somewhat different because this is the great equalizer, if you will. Whoever had the gun manufacturers, whoever controls the gun manufacturers would win until this. Okay. However, just like the music industry and the movie industry, if you can copy things, then somebody who designed this, somebody who spent money and time and effort to design it, you're taking it from them. What happens to the patent?
I designed that. That was my property and I gave it away, if we accept that conception of things. So, you're welcome. But...
Wait. You didn't... Because you didn't... Somebody else designed...
The magazine is our design.
It's your design.
Defense Distributors' design.
Okay.
Our proprietary design. This was an old... The AR lower design has been out in the wild for years. It's a mil-spec kind of design. It's not any one person's, although Eugene Stoner is celebrated.
So would you agree that patents are important or not?
Oh, okay, down the road. Yeah, intellectual property is an interesting debate, and I fall on both sides of it. So I see an interest in preserving a legal monopoly sometimes for people to...
It's what made America America.
It makes some sense. And at the same time, I'm partial to the debate of kind of the anarchist left, which is that really these state monopolies allow undue profits.
Okay. So are you an anarchist?
I guess in a functional sense, sure, but perhaps like a principled one.
I don't know what that means.
Well, there's a guy named Michel Foucault, and I'd recommend that you read him sometime. Really, I see the battle as one of just trying to remain human and against, massive forces, anonymous forces of discipline and control that we can't really understand. I don't think there's a massive conspiracy, but I do think the self is under siege, and I think liberty itself is under siege. Human liberty, human spontaneity, the freedom to do things.
I would agree with you. But if it devolves into either chaos or totalitarianism, you've lost it all.
I think there are different visions of what totalitarianism is. It seems to me the progressives and the conservatives are both lined up against a strong state authoritarianism either way. Either that's a socialized collective vision or a more kind of police. Well, either way.
Yeah.
Both seem to me to be the authors of an increasing surveillance and police state. I don't agree with that.
Have you read much about the Articles of Confederation and okay.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, there is a point in liberty that even the most libertarian or close to anarchist member of our founders understood you have to have some
state power.
You have to have some power just to hold things together, as limited as possible.
I like the argument. I like the argument, and I'm partial to it, and I like the founders, you know. But I think I never want to say this time it's different. That's a kind of progressive argument, you know. But
Gody, you are. I don't know if we are friend or foe.
Yeah.
I appreciate the debate, and I appreciate the idea that man will be free. Man will be free, because this is not going to stop. They could put you in jail and it wouldn't matter. This isn't going to stop.
It's over. Yeah.
Thank you. Back in a minute.
We should find out if we're friends or foes.